What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Mello with Marty's Buick GMC and Chevrolet, and in today's video, we'll be discussing a new Chevy Nova Yenko SC. Oh yeah, this video is going to be a fun one. If you're new to the channel, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you aren't already. I upload weekly General Motors content, so if that's something you're into, be sure to tune in. Let's get into it. Before I jump into the video, I just want to let all of you know if you're looking for a great place to grab genuine OEM parts for your GM car, truck, or SUV, be sure to check out my friends over at gmpartsdepartment.com. They make it super easy to find all the parts and accessories you need shipped right to your door. Just pick your vehicle or enter your VIN and start shopping for genuine OEM parts today. All right, now everyone knows the Chevy Nova, right? Or at least if you're watching this video, you probably do. Chevrolet actually first introduced the Nova to us in 1962, and it was as the top trim level for the new Chevy 2 Compact. The Chevy 2 was actually a somewhat rush-to-market vehicle, and the reason for it was they really wanted to compete with Ford's wildly successful Ford Falcon.
Come on outside. Here's something else you gotta try out to see how good it is. The new 64 Falcon. Ain't that something?
In 1963 is when the game really started to change. We got the introduction of the Nova SS, and then in 64, we finally got a V8 option, specifically a 4.6 liter that produced 195 horsepower and then was later offered at 220 horsepower. In 1965, we got another power increase with a 250 and 300 horsepower version of the 327 available, and in 66, a 350 horsepower 327 replaced the 300 horsepower variant. But let's talk for a second about the third generation Nova, because the third generation Nova got the Yenko treatment. Don Yenko of Yenko Chevrolet in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania, refitted a series of third generation Novas. The specially redesigned Nova, sometimes referred to as the Yenko Supernova, had a stronger body frame and suspension system to house the powerful and extremely heavy Yenko 427 V8 engine. Only 37 were made, and of those, only 28 were fitted with the 427. Now, I'll be the first to admit that the Nova is before my time, and I'm sure many of you know way more about it than I do. But if you're watching this, I bet some of you have some really cool stories about being behind the wheel of one, maybe drag racing one of those Ford Falcons. In my humble opinion, the 427 Yenko Supernova is the best Nova ever made. In recent years, many manufacturers began to revive old muscle car nameplates or started bringing a more retro style to their muscle cars. Think, Dodge Challenger or Charger, for example. Even Ford went a little retro for a while with the Mustang, starting, I believe, right around 2005. Chevy ended up bringing back the Camaro to us in 2010, but I wouldn't say much of it had any of that throwback vibe. There was really not much Camaro left of this thing. It was a totally modern car. Now, although it's highly unlikely, and when I say unlikely, I mean like really unlikely, like it's probably never happening in my opinion, but it's still really fun to think about. What if Chevy gave us a new Nova? Even better, what if Chevy gave us a new Yenko Nova? A new Nova with a retro vibe that actually works. Is it possible? Well, probably not. But my good friend and extremely talented artist, Oscar Vargas, known on Instagram as wb.artist20, think it might be possible. He's responsible for most of the renders I discuss on my channel, and he recently dropped this incredible rendition of a modern Yenko Nova. And like most of Oscar's renders, I absolutely love it. Oscar took the current generation Camaro, and it appears he may have shortened it up just a bit, and in addition, he stylized what I believe is a perfectly executed front end that combines an excellent blend of new school and old school. The retro vibe is strong with this one, and in my opinion, it's absolutely perfect. Add in the current Yenko graphics from SVE, and the tucked rear tires, what we see here is a total winner. I would be in line at the dealership immediately for this thing. I'd like to imagine the car, considering it's 2021 now, you'd get magnetic ride suspension and, a supercharged 6.2 more than likely under the hood matched up to a manual gearbox. I mean, a man can dream, right? A quick comparison here shows where Oscar got some of his inspiration when it comes to creating this masterpiece. But as with all of my videos in this series, you just have to answer the question. Would you buy one? I know General Motors watches my videos, so let them know. With sports cars only accounting for roughly 1.5% of all U.S. new car sales in 2020, it's highly doubtful, as I said earlier, that this car ever becomes a reality. But that doesn't mean it hurts to think about. Join the conversation. Let me know what your thoughts are on this modernized Chevy Nova. Answer the question, would you buy one? What would your ideal configuration be? And if you ever owned a Nova, tell me about it. I always love hearing those stories. As always, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching. If you've made it this far into the video, smash that like button as it really does help me out. Drop a comment below to make the YouTube algorithm gods happy and help more people find my videos. Be sure to check out some of the other videos in my Would You Buy One playlist, like, you know, this one with the Astrovan that seems to be a huge hit. I'll leave some links in the description below as well. Don't forget to check out gmpartsdepartment.com for all your OEM GM parts needs, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks again. Take care.